Persuasive Speech: Why Young Board Members Are Effective in the Nonprofit World. Imagine an older nonprofit organization that struggles to connect with younger generations. Their programs fail to engage these generations. Their fundraising falls short of their goals, and their opportunities for innovation only slow. Now picture the same organization with young adults on the board. Today's young adults are constantly bringing energy, new perspectives, and connections with Gen Z and Gen Alpha to a whole new group of people. Which organization would you rather support with either your time or money? As a board member of the National Alliance on Mental Illness, I've seen firsthand the ways in which young adults give back to nonprofit boards in numerous ways. Their unique perspectives, honed skills, and connections with young people can and will transform how nonprofit organizations serve the community if their expertise is only utilized correctly. All in all, young board members are more effective in the nonprofit world than even in other worlds because they bring fresh perspectives to the board, help to strengthen community-based outreach, and allow organizations like mine to remain relevant to young generations, and those generations are the ones who seek out their services. Why was all of that relevant? Today, I will discuss the problems that nonprofit boards face without youth representation, how to solve these problems by including youth on boards, and the outcomes that society expects from either scenario. First, let's begin by understanding the risk of nonprofit boards becoming disconnected without youth representation. Nonprofits risk becoming disconnected without youth representation because without younger voices on their boards, they risk stagnation and losing touch with emerging community needs. Many people who experience new needs for the first time often go to young adults for support first. Boards with primarily older members often rely upon traditional methods of fundraising and community outreach, which may not engage these younger generations. For example, to back this up, a 2021 report by BoardSource found that organizations with younger board members were 35% more likely to adopt new digital strategies, while those without youth representation lagged behind. Additionally, without young adults involved on boards, nonprofits miss out on vital volunteers and donors. Today, our younger generations make up a significant portion of our volunteers and social media supporters, and they know how to use platforms like Instagram and TikTok. Without their input, organizations may not engage a large part of the population who in fact actually seeks them out. Finally, boards that lack in age diversity can struggle to sustain long-term relevance. In mental health organizations like NAMI, advocacy trends evolve rapidly. Without younger voices on their boards, these programs risk becoming outdated and disconnected from the communities that they serve. So how do we solve this problem of youth representation? The answer is simple. Include young adults on your nonprofit boards in a way that isn't just tokenization representation. Including young board members on real nonprofit boards brings both fresh perspectives and innovative ideas to board meetings. Generation Z's capabilities with technology, social media, and keeping up with trends alongside Generation Alpha can drastically improve the reach of organizations. Younger people these days are not afraid to challenge the status quo, and they are oftentimes strong in coming up with creative solutions to problems. Young adults also help to strengthen community involvement. They are active in volunteering to get into colleges and graduate school, and they have a better understanding of the needs of today's young people on boards. Finally, including young adults on boards of directors helps to support both organizational sustainability and relevance. Research from the nonprofit quarterly outlet shows that boards with age diversity are 40% more likely to implement innovative ideas, which proves this point. Now, let's visualize what happens if nonprofits take or fail to take this action. Imagine a nonprofit that includes young adults on its board. Programs are both dynamic and engaging, with opportunities to make real connections with attendees. Fundraising strategies are keeping up with the times, and youth volunteers feel very connected. They are a trusted, sought-after leader in their field. Now, imagine a nonprofit without these young voices. Here, programs are outdated, there is not audience engagement, and fundraising efforts struggle. This struggling organization might even lose influence with the community and credibility among thought leaders. With these outcomes in mind, let's conclude with the actions that we can take. Young board members are highly effective in a nonprofit world because they bring fresh perspectives to the board, strengthen community outreach, and help organizations remain relevant in today's fast-paced society. We've successfully discussed the problem of limited youth representation, explored the solution, and visualized the results. If you're a part of a nonprofit and have influence, advocate for young adults to serve on your board. Encourage age diversity in young adult leadership. The next time you revamp your board of directors, consider extending invitations to young people. Age is more than just a number, and they are a great tool. Give them a seat at your table and watch your org thrive. Finally, I am going to show you a visual aid to support this message.